Saudi Arabia, right now, there's something about Saudi Arabia and Jin too, man. Starting with, you know, Riot was talking about it in the interview content. He's like, my man, shouts to Sora.
Yo, what are the
There's always a Saudi Arabian Jin player, always. They love this character. So Riot stepping up the Mangja right here.
All right, Mangja showing no fear, interrupting on those 1, 2, 3 string checks from Riot. Catching him out of the air. Again, every time Riot is trying to take some of his turn, Mangja's putting something in there. And again, first round, he can do that. He wants to see, what have you got for me?
Yeah, and I want to see how Mangja plays around the threat of parry as well. How Riot is going to deal with slide. Should Mangja be really insistent about presenting it?
That second hit catches people. You think you're safe? You get a nunchuck to the face.
High mid-strings. While standing 4-4 and sidestep activate from Riot now. Trying to get some of this health back. He's working with Rage. He's working with Heat.
He's got those glowing eyes. I'm scared. And the low, sneaky low there. Again, a lot of mental stack there for Mangja. You know, what's going to happen moving forward? And he gets clipped with that low. Now, starting off with a big sweep, using those plus frames. Now, Mangja, again, I was about to say he's a bit more conservative on the interrupt attempts, but gets caught out there.
Mangja going to a lot of jab strings as well. Crouch at the interrupt, goes to the wall standing 4. Back turn attack, but he presses into this counter hit. And Riot going to confirm here. Goes into Heat. Counter activation from Mangja. High mid-string poking. With no punish.
Hesitation a bit there, but you got to measure the distance sometimes. Demon Paul whiffs. Manga's got an opportunity. Good break on the 1+2. Another one.
Look at Riot's movement too, bro. He's constantly moving clockwise.
Excellent.
Great duck and great response. Takes a DCC low.
Always trying to hit it with those 10 strings.
Crouch stab, steal the turn back. Mid and flip kick the seal at Mangja.
Low plays, they be throwing those out at the end of rounds because you think, all right, generic low, I got him now. No, yo, he's in there already.
Nice, tapping low. Mangja not trying to overextend on pressure either, right? He's willing to just give him some touches here and there and then back off. Go finds the engager now. Steps in, nunchucks everywhere. The space control. Now the pressure.
Knock him down, nunchuck to flipping over. All right, catches him out of the air. There's a lot of work here for Rive, but the low jab, gets, okay. Sidestep into the heat smash. Very well done there by Mangja. Amazing lateral movement. But now trying to lock down Rive here with that homing at the start of the round. And you saw that parry attempt as well. People always talk about Jin's parries, but Law's got some of the best parries in the game as well.
That's true too, yeah.
All right, letting that whole string rip. Slowing it down a little bit. Nobody wants to overcommit. It's all on the line. Activating that heat. Rive on the back foot, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for an opening. Can he find it? Mangja just about out of heat. Didn't get to use the heat smash at the last minute, but gets a punish on the wind hook.
Mangja's used some jab strings this whole game so far. Man, he has gotten a lot of return.
Oh, that missed input on the jump might cost him here. 1, 2, 3, trying to close the gap. Rive can make something happen. Trying to use that dive kick.
Trades in with the homing attack. Not enough health to take. And Mangja gonna take the first game here.
Oh, wow, okay.
He kept that real polite, man. It was not a lot of overextension.
No.
Maybe like a couple rounds, you saw some nunchucks and maybe a little bit of space control there, like especially round 4. But that last round, he played that very tight, very compact. And again, just really strong reliance on just like jab strings and good movement to find whip punish opportunities.
I think Law, when played like that, in that super efficient, super tight, super calculated way where he's keeping it in the pocket, not overcommitting, not overextending, not allowing many openings to appear. It puts the onus on Riot to make the perfect play. That is not always so easy, and you can see Mangja there. He had that plan in mind and was able to lock it down. Because the earlier rounds, it was still playing at tight, but he was willing to throw out a few more things, take a bit more risk, get a bit more information. But now he's like, all right, I got what I need, at least for this game. Let me lock this down and secure the round and secure the game. And he was able to do that. But we got Yorids. Now, his brethren in the bracket as well. They may face each other at some point later in there, but right now we have Rive coming.
Yorid's got to give him his best advice. He ain't trying to see it down there. It's like, last thing I'm trying to see is fight you down there. Nice, opening up with some blows here, but Mangja gonna call out the second attempt.
All right,
and gonna get the wall for it too. Activate. Momentum building. Drop the hammer on him, slide in the pickup and punish from Rive.
Sending him over, gets some stylish combos, gets the resplat with that back 2-1.
That's the first time he used slide since like round 2. Not gonna go, I don't really associate overuse of slide like that with Mangja style.
No, definitely not.
Right here, gonna side swap. still
Snap kick to the head.
got to represent it a little bit.
Oh, that's the whole string going. I wasn't expecting it.
Smashed right at the wall. Goes for the grab. Good break from Rife. Rife in raid. We've seen this kind of round before.
Trying to check with that back two.
Whip punish. The lows and the while standing for. Man. Mangja.
He's looking good.
Applying the pressure. Then when he senses that Rife wants to press off the wall like that, just pumps the brakes just a little, just enough to let him extend. Then just take the whip punishes and just be able to establish a little bit of pressure. Close out the round like that. And look, down on health here, but he's still not really deviating from that style of just really compact Tekken play.
All right, Rife's movement really coming into play. Looking like it might allow him to take this round, but Mangja fighting back, activating that heat. The nunchuck, the ultimate equalizer.
Challenge down the nunchucks with your fist. It's not going to work out every time.
I'm trying to push him back. Dive kick coming back into play. And I noticed Rife really only uses those dive kicks towards the end of rounds as well, trying to close the gap, trying to use
again
in big stuff.
Brown man.
Anybody's game. The low parry. And that also might be a misinput on a slide as well. He's finally trying to bring those out again. Didn't get what he wanted, and Rife was ready. All right, should get it there. One round apiece. That was clutch.
That was a big low parry. I mean, the difference between being down 2 rounds in that scenario and being on step
would have been on step point, right? All right, now he's trying to use the Jin Classic there with the 2-1, trying to lock Mangja down. Mangja doing a great job.
That's the first time we've seen that Dragon's Roar Rekka series there. Mangja hasn't gone to it a lot this set. You know, obviously Jin has the threat of things like parry and stuff like that. But nunchucks in the open field. And the cannon.
The Dragon Cannon, he might be able to close it there.
No, he's pressing, man. Mangja right now just picking up where he left off.
He's feeling very comfortable at the moment. He's, look, just trying to close the gap. 1, 2, 3. Trying to catch him with that back two.
That's the way it feels, man. It's the Seaward comfort, right? He just does not feel or seem very stressed at all.
Yes, that splat. This could be pivotal for Rife. And one of the few characters in the game that can recover heat as well. You saw it in previous rounds. He was getting back more. He got a few hits in, and you saw he still had the same amount of heat as when he started.
This Rife pressure, though.
All right, nice combo. Taking him around the world, and the heat smash gets that splat. 2 of the few characters in the game with those wall splat heat smash. So you cannot afford to get those near the wall. And Mark, here we go.
After the delayed wake up, tried to come up low, just woke up right into it.
Oh,
that's still the turn back, and now we're starting to see Rife very consistent with these punishes. Whenever he does get the opportunity to be able to check slides,
it's out of the air. This is not great for Rife, but sidewall saves him. Slides are coming back out. Mung just trying to cash those in.
The lows.
Good break on that one. Still at the top floor. Anything could change in a moment. Rife trying to keep him out. But Mung just still in heat. Doesn't want to let it go to waste.
Walk up jab touch. And the counter hit hammer. Brown man, this could be bad news for Rife. Up against the wall, the low, the smash.
Manga showed a little bit of mercy there, but then the overhead hits him on the crown with the heel, and Mangja taking it over Rife on the winner's side of this top 20 at the TWT point.
He popped up, both hands in the air. He's hyping himself up as soon as he got that. That's another thing too, man. It's like, in this context, you know, this final bracket like this, getting that first win can feel like such a huge release of pressure. Mangja, though, able to get the win. Rife still going to have a shot on loser's side of the bracket. Here in the Tekken World Tour Finals, top 20 main event.
It's crazy. We're only a few matches in, right? This is the second wave. You know, most of these are the players that, you know, qualified through the global leaderboard. But, oh, here we go. Oh, thumbs up. Now, what we saw in the match was, again, it looked like Rife at the start, you know, started having Mangja's number. He was like, all right, I'm going to catch him on a few things. The lateral move was helping out a lot. And as you can see, when he gets him to the wall, it's a bit of trouble. But Mangja was just able to catch his timing, start delaying. You know, playing a little bit of rope-a-dope sometimes as well. And able to start catching the slides later on. Though most of them didn't work out, he got enough to still make Rife worry about those ducks. The fact that he blocked or low parried some of them meant he was ducking. And that gave Mangja some opportunities. Right there, while standing with the DSS. Rife was a bit confused on that one, did not expect to get hit by it. And Dragon Cannon Ender there.
Yeah, that was just really well played by Mangja overall. Just did not overextend very much at all. I mean, maybe a few slides here and there, but other than that, he played that really just simple and clean.
that second last round, it looked like Rife was able to reignite the flame. But that flickered out very quickly. When that last final round came through, Manga was like, yo, I'm going to kick it up.
And so you see what matchup that cues up in winners quarterfinal. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. The John versus Manga. That showdown went down at Super Tournament. It's one of the last master events on the tour calendar, and it was very one-sided. We'll see how that one plays out this time. But, also group stage. They were in the same groups? Did they not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Group A. There's something about Group A, man. There was something
in the water there, man. I don't know what's going on.
But there you see, also, we had what? Our next match is going to be, of course, Barzine versus Kwistakis. Let's check in on the stage, see what Logan Sama has to say about our players.
Thank you very much, Obama. That's right, it's time to get into our next match. And for the first time, let's welcome onto the stage, hailing from Pakistan, representing Team Falcons. This season, he was 4th in the global leaderboard with 2,081 points. He made the final bracket by way of auto-seeding by finishing in the top 4. Let's welcome Farzine! And let's welcome back onto the stage, hailing from Greece, representing Phantasma. He made the final bracket by way of Group C and defeated Yoreds in the first round. Let's welcome back Kwistakis. I like that. All right, gentlemen, it's time to determine who picks player side. In your own time, sorry. Okay, Kwistakis player 1. Let's hand it back over to Obama and Brown Man on commentary as we get this next match underway.
All right, we have both of these amazing players setting up for you guys. We got 2 players who, most likely we're going to see some weapon users on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing a gun to a knife fight, or you got to bring a knife to a gun and a knife. I don't know.
I love Tekken's a game all about, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs and about bringing knives and guns to a fist fight. I don't know.
They got security over there? Like, how'd they get that? How'd they get to the location?
Kwistakis, you got to talk about him, made it out of the group stages in dramatic fashion. Some big upsets, and then just had an intense set with Yoreds to even make it to this point. But baby, you got to talk about the man who locked his position up on that global leaderboard. You see there, Kwistakis, regional rank first, 405 points out of the EU region that he has been participating in. Of course, the LOK dojos, big benefactor of those. But his opponent, Farzine, the shining prodigy of Pakistani Tekken, right? We've been watching this. I feel like we've been watching him play for almost 7, 8 years at this point,
man.
right?
Well, he really, I think, made a name for himself. If you were, in the trenches in the underground Pakistan scene, you knew of him a bit earlier on. But he was 16 or 18 out here, putting the beat down on Knee with Zakuma back in what, 2019, 18, whatever it was. I think it was 2019 when Knee went over, and so that was one of those times where it's like, who is this kid, right? And now you can see. He's gotten a lot taller and a lot more skilled, and he's stepped up here as one of the highest placed.
A lot more confident, and he's grown as not just a professional, but as a man. That's the thing. His perspective on competition, you could tell he wants it so bad, but he has such a good attitude about it too, man. He's always on smile.
You can't even be mad. He might beat your ass 6 rounds straight, but he's like, I can't even be mad at this guy.
But the thing with his style too, Brown, man, this dude he has such a good vision on how opponents like to press buttons, and he will find your timing, and he will counter hit the ever-living Christ out of you. Oh my God, this guy, I feel like we've been watching him for 2 years just counter hit launch, especially, of course, with that Victor, the double punch, right?
Yes.
He's so good at being able to just snipe people out with that, find big return, and then lay the pressure on when it matters. So here we go. Farzine gonna lock it in against Kwistakis. We got Greece versus Pakistan here. The Tekken World Tour Finals, top 20, winners round 2.
Oh, wait, whoa. Okay, hold on.
Oh, the stock is going back to Bay. I like it. I like it.
He's gonna bait. He's gonna bait.
Never know. Wait.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
All right, let's get it going.
He's choosing his element, man. Do I want the lightning? Am I feeling fire? You know, like, what are we gonna do here?
All right, random select. Let's get it going. Now, both of these plays. No. I think Kostakis, again, this is his second year in TWT, actually, in the finals. But I think a lot of people didn't expect him to take down all the names he did to get to this spot right now. So I would not be surprised if he's in a position with the momentum, with the energy, with the crowd, that he might be able to fell Farzin here.
Well, we'll see. Farzin is no stranger to this character matchup. Can he, again, find Kostakis' timing? And immediately, Kostakis leveraging those lows, especially the full crouch chop, going into Flame Blast. Farzin with the running low.
Nice.
Showing lows, but Flame Blast once again.
All right, Farzin not having it, putting his up real quick.
That's another Farzin trait too. Like, just use a power crush.
He's so good at it. He's a surgeon.
It's a lot of just, he is so good at just seeing people's patterns and timing.
He's reading their hearts, man. He can see through your soul.
That's the problem with Prodigies, Brown Man. They're too damn perceptive.
Nice orbital. But again, well, you know, this is a young man's game. And I think Kostakis is a younger man. Over that stop. The range game that both these characters can play is so interesting. It's unlike most of the characters in the game.
I like the coded language you use there. It is so interesting. They're both just swinging, man. Durandal with the dash behind it. And now, how does Farzin press here?
Oh, he blocked it! No, he's checking with the mids. All right, quick evasive maneuver. Goes in with the low punch. He had to close that. I did not want to lose that first round.
Hooks with the mid after, and then just bangs on the crouch jab.
Try to check him with the mid. Now, Kostakis, he's not showing much fear again. He's versus one of the best players in Farzin, but it looks like he's willing to play his game. He's like, screw it, I'm here to win.
But also, Kostakis hasn't really found the opportunity to be able to activate heat, be able to put together one of those rounds like we saw him do in group stages, where he's just willing to just chip players down so much and then force that Clive offense. Gunshots, Farzin able to guard there, eats the sweep.
All right, this could be Kostakis' opportunity. He's got Farzin's back to the wall. He's fighting him. He's fighting his way out.
It's a sword fight. It's a good old-fashioned duel.
Just give me the Princess Bride vibes right now.
Oh, who's going to be the horse in the mud, though? Right now, the down one, Kostakis fighting back in rage, gets that low to seal that round.
Spike him down, catch him with that low. Again, Kostakis being very patient here.
Letting that go. Uppercut, not a safe one.
13 frames. Nice walk. Okay, now the 1+2. Building up some momentum here for Kostakis, but Farzin, low jab to stop it.
The bravery on that sequence for a lot of players. I mean, they're willing to...
You might have get sent to the shadow.
You can challenge, or you can try to duck it to guess on it, right? But not a lot of players challenge
so
it
he's
like
walking through these strings, man. He's untouchable, but they're Farzin laying the blade on him.
That's a huge momentum switch too. And there he finds the launch. Farzin now pushing with the EMP blast. Gets the wall, activate.
Trying to push him in that corner. Again, plus frames, but amazing walk. Kostakis' awareness on when to walk left, when to step, and when to hold it has been so pivotal in these rounds.
His usage of Flame Blast has been incredible all weekend. It's found him so many opportunities against so many players, but the cut here. Farzin still with heat to use. Got the positioning. Cut him with the dash, but the orbital!
This could be
Tornado?
what he needs to close it out. He has that heat. Should be able to get a combo through.
And the erupting, the blazing slashes there at the wall to close out. Kostakis not backing down. Flame Blast, mids, full crouch low strikes.
One for those steel pedals. But again, nice sidestep block there from Kostakis, trying to keep it safe but stay out of the way, staying off angle.
Takes the while standing forward, gets the real estate to activate. Get over here.
Game.
Denied.
Plus from there, Farzin wanted to see what Kostakis is doing. Nothing doing though.
Flame Blast baited, no punish. But baby. Oh no!
Amazing block, gets the wall splat. Now getting a realign on this combo. The claws are out.
That was really good punishment and really good adjustment. But Farzine, from this situation, parallel to the wall, finds the launch, finds the dash.
Anybody's game. Kustak's waking up into a mix and gets caught out there by Farzine, clutching it out, showing his seasoning, showing his experience, able to keep composed and bring that one back, ripping it out of the clutches of Kustakis.
Kustakis had a really good adjustment at the beginning of one block punishment sequence where he came up the wall standing, I think, 1/, got the wall splat, was able to readjust off of it, then dropped the ender of the second one. Then the response from Farzine right after, oh man, that was like 2 or 3 really, really quick decisions made by both players very quickly. After like brilliant decisions, like an error, you know?
And that's why you can't give these players that moment of relief. You know, they'll take it and run with it. They'll pay for it big time. Any small mistake could lose you everything. Snuffing out the string with that down forward 1. Again, Farzine playing interesting mind games with that, running 1+2. There's plus frames there, got a stance mix. There are options there for Kustakis, but Farzine's starting to delay them.
Also, you have that mix of the low threat as well. Ooh, the delay to call out the parry attempt. And Farzine gonna cut him hard for that.
Now, Clive does probably have the most versatile parry in the game, but you gotta hit it first.
Nice, great sidewalk here, gonna find the launch in open stage, cut and find the wall. Reposition it, put that geyser on him, you're gonna give me that help one way or another. Cut the ankles. Cut the ankles again. Geyser.
Get up, get up.
Reversal flame blast. We've seen that from him all week long, man. Activate.
Using his heat to stop that situation, tries to get out of the wall, swings his way out. Heat dash again. He didn't need to use all that, but he wanted to get away and closes it out there. The guy's gonna close it. He's twitching, he's twitching.
That was so smart. Farzine is willing to leverage resources to stop some of the stuff that Kustakis has been getting away with all week, right? Normally that character goes in a heat, people just been taking the chip sequence or whatever. Farzine said, hell no, it's my turn.
He trusted in his non-heat gameplay to be able to like, look, I can use this to escape, and I can just use it, beat him the normal way.
That's a good way to put it. Saving the burst. Used defensively like this, but here we go, the cuts. Fishing for the counter hit. Gets the follow-up and the perfect from Farzine. Momentum, what was that?
In that first game, Kustakis, amazing work there, making his countrymen proud, making all the Europeans proud, but will be falling down to the losers bracket. He has looked so immaculate up until this point. And, you know, you can have that momentum, but once you hit a brick wall like Farzine, it's hard to break through. Let's see what he can do in the losers bracket. Farzine will be once again moving forward here today.
That's the thing about today, and that's the cool thing about it too. Because everybody starts in winner's side, you still got a chance. You got to be willing to play out a full tournament here today. Can't get too crestfallen after a loss like that, especially not against somebody like Farzine.
No,
right? Especially like that.
There ain't no shame in that. And he was really putting up a great fight in the first game, but it was one of those situations where, again, Farzine was collecting info. He's seeing his timing, seeing the situation, how he deals with certain things, and was able to just put it all on the table. And it made Kustakis, you know, probably a bit nervous throughout the second game where he was not able to do the things that were working from the first time nearly as much. And it was a clean